Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
doing the shindig.
Welcome back. We are here for another episode of the Stupid Thoughts podcast.
Yeah. What is this? 5 or 6? Something like
Today,
that.
this is 6, I believe. Yeah, episode 6.
Woo!
We're getting deep into the thick of it already, but today we're gonna be talking about the 1 month. I guess it's already been a month of Arc Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon jumping on the AI
Tried
bandwagon.
to AI.
Yep. And these possible war crimes. A little dark conversation for the end, but let's kick this off with a little something joyful. Arc Raiders. I know my boy Stark's got some positive things to say.
Um, it's been going honestly well, but I've kind of ran out of things to do in it, so I guess that might be one of their first initial problems.
It's just
Because
late game content, you mean?
yeah, there's no real late game content with it. And as other people are hitting the end, the community is now turning much more violent because it used to be everybody just being like, "Oh, you don't shoot, we're nice, don't
Right.
shoot, we're good, don't shoot." And now it's becoming just shoot on sight with a lot of people because they have nothing left to do but shoot people.
Well, I feel like that
So,
was a novelty in the beginning, kind of like how a lot of games with the whole I feel like a lot of games with the proximity chat in the beginning have that kind of weird novelty. I feel like COD did in the beginning when they did proxy chat in Warzone. You had like the solo people queuing up and just like fucking around. So I feel like it's just a novelty that all proxy chat games kind of have in the beginning.
yeah, it's
Like
finally wearing thin.
it's got to get old after a while, you know what I mean? Like the game is centered around PvE and PvP, so how long can you really enjoy being like, "Hey, let's go team up with this other team and go kill some
The robot.
matriarchs."
Mhm.
It's like at that
But
point you might as well just like only do PvE. It should just be a PvE game.
yeah, it's still a fun game.
Yeah.
I still enjoy it. But I'm just not playing it as much anymore. I'm playing rarely with some friends every once in a while
Yeah,
because, like I said, there's nothing really left for me to do other than just get on to ruin other people's days. So,
right. Do you think they're going to incorporate the wipe system like Tarkov to kind of keep it fresh for people?
nah, they said they're doing what's it called?
Seasons.
You can prestige. So if you
Ah,
prestige, you reset,
got
but
it.
otherwise you're good.
So just a
Um,
different progression system, basically.
yeah, and I mean, Tarkov just finally hit 1.0, and they said that they're not going to wipe again, but we'll see if that happens because
Yeah,
in the end game, everybody has so much money in
yeah. I
that game
saw
at
you
the
could
end that
fucking
everything gets inflated. Like all the
right.
prices of everything get inflated, and if you're a new player coming into Tarkov and it didn't wipe, so many things are going to be just very expensive and unattainable because they're just like, well, I got 85 million, so I'm going to price this key that people need at 1.8 million. And it's like, you're a new player, you're going to be like, what? you
Right.
know, like, so it's they Tarkov followed a lot of arc with what it seemed like they were doing at the end, but I don't think they did it because of arc. I think they had a lot of it in the running. So at least Tarkov's going all right too, as well as a different extraction shooter like Arc Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, it's still trying to maintain that fresh energy. And it's still, I think it's still one of the most popular or most played games on Steam's right now. I wouldn't say it's like the number one played, but it's still up
Yeah,
there.
yeah, definitely. Because I mean, have you seen the thing with Counter Strike? Is still like has so many people, but it's like
Right.
generally like all robots.
Yep.
It's like literally just tons of robot lobbies farming skins so that they can sell the skins to people for
Hmm.
money.
It's basically just
So
turned into a fucking
Bitcoin
uh
farm.
right, a Bitcoin farm in real life.
Yeah.
That's so
Just
funny. I
yeah,
mean, I like the game Counter-Strike, but I never really like played it enough to really understand the this knife is worth a 10 grand. Oh my god. Like I still don't understand. It's a fucking virtual item. Like
yep.
what is it? What I don't know. This is why I didn't understand
It's like an
NFTs.
NFT.
Right, exactly. This
Yeah,
is why I didn't understand that cuz it was just like that's a picture. I can screenshot that and boom, I have the NFT.
yeah.
It's like
So
what does this do for me? What does paying
looks
for it do
cool.
for me?
Other than that, nothing.
Yeah, it just pretty much it just looks cool. Have you what do you feel about Arc Raiders using kind of like a learning AI where they're kind of like picking up on like the play patterns and kind of working against us now? I mean, the AI's
You
always been
can
against us, but it's
definitely
definitely learning.
you can definitely feel the difference already.
Right.
Like the behaviors of a lot of these robots have changed,
Some of them are climbing
and
up buildings that they've never climbed up before.
Rocketeers are a lot more curious about where you went, and they'll hunt you down pretty
Oh
well
yeah,
now too.
they'll wait in that area. They'll fucking go to where they last saw you. Like if you try to hide in the spot that like you just got out of their line of sight, they're checking. You got to keep going. And you got to
Yeah,
get
you
out of
gotta
their
get
line of sight and keep
further.
fucking going. It is
Yeah,
crazy.
so it's
We
been going pretty good with that.
we did one of our homies what was it, the Bombardier challenge?
Yeah, he had to get some bombardier drivers, so
That
that
was the
was a
first time I
slog
ever
because
fought
we were
one of
just getting
those.
attacked by a lot of players while we were
Right.
doing it. Dude,
Yeah,
that
the
time
back and
when
forth was
I was
crazy.
down and both of you guys were fighting it and neither of you came to help me and then got killed by a rocket, I was just like, "Are
Yep.
we fucking serious?"
I was following him and I was like, "Wait, where are we going?" And then we got killed by a rocket and I was like, "Oh."
It
I was like,
just
that's just what happens, I guess."
is what it is. We shot some people. They're all like, "Oh, we're friendly." And it's like, nah, nobody's. People are not friendly anymore. I feel like a lot of people are not friendly.
Right. Yeah, the crazy thing about that game is like when you holster your weapon, you can run so fast. Like I was losing you so many damn times. I'm still so
Yeah, you
green to the
kept
damn
being like,
game.
"Bro, you're a crackhead. Where are you going?" It's like, did you put up your gun? You know
I'd be
what?
like,
But
why
yeah,
would I do that?
because you got to move fast, your bed.
I feel like there's other games where that's a mechanic, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I know I've definitely played something like that.
I mean, Battlefield,
Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I've been playing.
Counter Strike.
I got a lot of new fucking games because of Black Friday. I got Assassin's Creed Shadows because they did the Attack on Titan collab, and you know me, I'm a sucker for my Attack on Titan anything.
Hmm.
Um, then I bought the Neo collection. Is it Neo or Nio? Like what?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Well, I bought that game, and it comes with the 1 and 2, so I'm excited to try that. I played a little bit of the first one, and is it a Souls like?
Yeah, 100%. Like
Okay,
I told you,
I had no fucking idea what I was getting myself
it's
into in
super
the beginning.
Japanese Demon Souls.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I got Digimon Story Time Stranger, and I love that shit.
Hmm.
It's basically
The
like a modern Pokemon game, but Digimon.
nice.
It's sick. I've definitely been enjoying it. That's kind of what's been keeping me off like Marvel Rivals and shit like that, and still playing my Rivals, still getting in my reps, still getting my ass beat in comp because nobody wants to fucking play their mains. So
Yeah, it
fucking
is what it
frustrating.
is.
I'm gonna have to get you on that game if I want to get gold this season. But without a better segue, since the Arc Raiders died out, fuck Amazon. What's up, dude? Using AI already?
Yeah, they tried to just forgo any of the dubbing
Yeah,
by freaking using AI to dub it, but it's just you can't do that because there's emotions trying to be conveyed
right.
in voice.
So
And it's just like,
the
I can't die
right.
yet.
Yep. It's like
Is
the
is
it's
like a
like that
literal
uncanny
line.
it's the uncanny valley effect but with voice, like how people have that feeling with certain animation in video games. Now we have that with voice acting. The anime in question is Banana Fish. Amazon decided to, with no rhyme or reason other than saving money, dub this, thinking that this is going to be the best way to cut corners, not realizing that there's a lot of people that hate the dub specifically because of this. The American voice actors can't usually get it right, and now we have a real uncanny valley effect where you aren't getting any emotion.
Yeah. And I just hate to see this like become a
A trend.
like a trend
Yeah.
because the big problem is that some people are still watching it just because of how bad it is.
Yeah, and it's
And it's
giving
gonna
it
be like the
numbers.
whole
Yep.
Velma. That's gonna be the whole Velma thing where they were like, "Oh, let's make another
Yeah,
season of
everybody must have
Velma."
liked it. Look how many people watched it. It's like, do you know what a hate watching is?
Well, you can't hit a button that says "I'm hate watching this," not actually watching that.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's not like they have like a system where they don't make money if you review it and say I hated it. Like they still
Yeah,
got your viewership. They still are gonna be able to sell that to fucking advertisers.
yeah,
Man, it's crazy. I honestly thought that of all things to get AI first, it would have been like a cartoon, something like that. Like, like not just the voice acting. I thought it would be like the animation of the cartoon and stuff like that. But
mhm,
deciding to take I feel like it's had a high rating. It's a highly rated anime and then drop some bullshit ass fucking AI dub on it is just like, damn. We really are just not worried about the integrity of the anime community.
yeah. Uh,
Because that's what I
it's
feel like
just
the big problem is like, this is a slap in the face to everybody who's like an aspiring voice actor or the voice actors we have. Like, there's so many people that could have acted out these roles. Why aren't they getting hired? What's going on?
it's just so dumb because we thought AI was gonna show up and AI was gonna drive the trucks and the forklifts
Right. Do
and
the jobs that
fucking,
nobody wanted to do, not the jobs that people
route the
wanted.
packages and all that kind of stuff. And AI immediately came for the arts.
Yep. Went for the
Like,
creatives.
it's just amazing, you know?
Yeah, it's funny you say that. We're kind of like use case testing AI and just like proving that everything that we're setting out to do with it is not panning out because AI is being trained for whatever it wants and people are using it for whatever is easier to get a hold of. Like the amount of AI YouTube videos that I've stumbled upon where I'm like, this channel only has 100 subscribers. Click. Oh, that's a AI voice. Definitely not watching this video. Like it's crazy. It's probably like 10 or 15 videos a month that I see that I'm like, what the fuck? Click. Oh, that's AI.
Yeah. And now it's even getting worse. Like it was really just used for like joke
Right.
propaganda a bit, but now some of it is actually being used for like real propaganda.
Right.
And I saw that some people were making a bunch of videos of like, oh, look at this black lady saying she's just gonna steal the food because she, doesn't have Snap anymore. And it's just like, bruh, and then you find out it's AI, and you're like,
Yep.
bruh, like,
Yep.
it's just like, oh,
Right. Like the amount of stuff that's gonna
it's
be
just leaning into
villainized.
stereotypes.
Right. Villainized and utilized against like any type of minority group to just be like, look, they're doing this. Fuck them.
That's going to be used against everybody, and it's going to get. I mean, we're probably what, like 5 or 6 months away from this shit actually being almost impossible to tell.
Right.
Some of
Oh,
them are
dude, it's
already
already
really
close. Yeah,
good.
it's already really close. But you already got brands like Coca-Cola doing their Christmas commercial with AI, and it's literally the entire fucking video is generated by AI. It's
League of Legends did that shit too.
um Progressive car insurance did it. Like they're doing it. Like they're saying, fuck, why hire these people? Why, you know, spend all this money when we can just fucking type in a prompt? Boom, we got a video.
Yeah.
Like that's what I feel like people don't understand. It's like, oh, well, it's good for the business. People are gonna save money for their business. It's like, yeah, but like then we're
It's
just
jobs.
right, we're just perfectly okay with completely eliminating a market. Like completely. That's not free market. That's I don't know how you would really classify that. That's just saying you can't do what we can do, so you're not going to be a part of this anymore. Like that's fucking
uh,
insane, bro. Like you already got Disney, for example, getting actors, and granted these actors are probably doing it on their own volition cuz they're trying to get ahead of it, but these actors are selling the rights to their voice to Disney like before they die, like James Earl Jones and people like that. Like that's kind of insane. Like, at what
it's
point are we
just,
gonna recognize, like, oh, that's a dead person, or that person's still alive, or at what point are people gonna start utilizing it to be like, oh, this person's still alive, but they're actually dead?
yeah. It's
Like, oh, why don't we see them anymore? It's like, oh, they just don't want to come out into public, but you can listen to their podcast whenever you want.
yeah. I mean, like you could literally probably right now with enough stuff like just keep Charlie Kirk's voice doing Charlie
Right?
Kirk's podcast if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
Exactly.
You could literally still do that. You could still have video of him doing it.
Right.
It's just like
All it takes is a AI trained
the
to do
prompt.
so. Yeah.
It takes a
It's
prompt.
it is crazy. It's so simple that it shouldn't be possible. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what
Yeah.
people don't understand. They're like, oh, well, we just got to make it to where AI won't be able to learn specific things. It's like, yeah, but that also is upon the user and making it so accessible to everyone. It's like, you're definitely going to have some people who pick up AI and are like, I wonder what would happen if I tell it to hack the military codes.
Yeah.
Like, all
I
it
was
takes
gonna
is
laugh at
curiosity.
people just putting in a couple of keywords to get it to actually work again,
Right.
right?
Right. Yeah, that's some crazy shit, dude. Amazon really is bold for this because I'm gonna look up the ratings for this anime. Let me see here. Let's see here. Guess there's no fucking. Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, it's a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, and they are gonna sully the name of this anime with some AI bullshit. Like
Yeah.
this is not uh low end random shit. You know what I mean? And it's not even
Yeah.
just English. They did it for the Spanish dub too.
Dude, it's just AI needs to get away from some of these jobs. I would
Right.
rather have AI do my taxes than
Yeah,
fucking
dude, like
voice act.
there's so many things like we have TurboTax. Make it a stronger AI. Boom. That's awesome. Fucking like you said before, shipping and hauling and stuff. I don't want fucking people, all these crazy ass accidents that keep happening with these random ass people on the road with fucking 18 wheelers. You know what I mean? Like that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
There's at my work, there's a motherfucker who fell asleep at the wheel twice, and the second time is when he got fired. Got in an accident both times.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, they really cut any corners to fucking put people back on the road. Like, they might as well just put a fucking robot in, because then it's less, not impossible, but it's definitely less likely for it to be a problem.
Just like I said, there's just our economy is moving towards a different, like with automation and AI, there's going to be a lot of job loss. So
Yeah.
it's really, I saw a graph today, the other day, and it showed how usually as the stock market goes up, job creation goes up. It's
Right.
usually like they're usually
Hand in
kind of
hand.
tied together.
Yeah.
But the day Chat GPT came out, that shit went, they both went the opposite direction.
Yep.
The stock market went higher and the job creation went lower.
Yeah, that's so
So
crazy. That's so crazy. Like, when you really think about that, it's like that's the transfer of wealth right there. That's the transfer of power right there. That's the Elon Musk coming out saying, "Oh yeah, robots are going to do your job in the next 5-10 years. Working is going to be an option." It's like, okay, if it's going to be an option, why has nobody talked about a universal income?
I think somebody said that they need to tax businesses based on the robot workers that they have because otherwise
Yeah,
it's literally going to
yeah,
uh,
100%,
cause problems, you know,
100%. For
and
every
cause a lot
job
of
that they
problems.
erase, to replace with AI, they need to fucking be taxed the same amount of money they would have had to pay in like a market share for that job, like in the marketable area.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point for them to be able to get away or get around such a, dude, just, you're employing your community, you're servicing other people being able to have a family and buy a house and contribute to capitalism. Like, they're inadvertently trying to kill capitalism for socialism without even recognizing it by moving towards AI, because it's like, you're going to have to then just give us everything if we're not able to generate our own means.
Yeah.
Everything at that point will just become a handout.
Right. It's just, I just don't like the way everything's moving, you know? Like,
It's moving fast too.
and it is, yeah. Like, last 10 years has gone crazy with that because it's always just going to be exponential growth. And with AI, it's going to curve that even more, you know?
Right. And
Yeah.
that's why this past election, anybody who's listening who happened to vote Republican, you got to choose wisely, man. Like, vote for people who are actually advocating on checks and balances on AI. These motherfuckers open door policy on AI. Just let that shit in and take all our jobs. You guys are mad about immigrants coming into the fucking country. Goddamn, bro. AI about to fuck come into our world and take everything. And that segues us into our third and final topic of the night, and honestly the most grim one we've had to talk about politically, just based on whether or not this is true. Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, may have committed a war crime. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like it's not unusual for the United States to commit war crimes in what they feel like is war times, because, when Pete and Trump said we're at war with Venezuela.
But we're not going to officially say or declare that
Right,
because I'm the no new wars president.
right.
So it would be really bad if I,
But don't
bombed
forget,
Iran.
he's the
Or
no new war president, but now it's the fucking
we need ground troops in
Department of
Venezuela.
War, not Department of Defense.
Yep. Which
But
also could be just some fucking dumb thing that also costs a lot of money because it's just like The reason we're not, switching to, kilometers or some shit is because we'd have to change so many signs and, you know, web pages and books and all that fucking shit. And it's kind of happening with that to obviously a much lesser degree that have everything changed from the Department of Defense to the Department of War
Right.
and just
Yeah,
it's
the amount of money they spent
crazy.
probably just like changing signs and doing shit like that, paying people to do something that isn't necessary. But
Mhm.
so last week, the Washington Post reported that Hegseth authorized a highly unusual strike to kill all survivors from one of those uh, boats that they were striking in the Caribbean, allegedly carrying drugs in
Yeah,
this new drug war that we're in, quote unquote. Um, there's no they're like this isn't confirmed, so that's why it's still alleged. You know, it's not hard
basically
stone. But if this is true, this is fucking crazy.
the story alleges that after the first strike, there were two people who survived the impact who were clinging on to the remains of the boat. And apparently, Pete Hegseth verbally said, kill everybody, which is killing, people
Yep.
who cannot fight back,
Right.
who've already been taken out of the equation.
Right.
And it's like, those are usually the people we would sweep up,
And
talk
lock
to,
up.
figure out what the fuck they did, and lock them up.
Yep.
But we're it's just we're killing. Even if every single one of these guys was a drug cartel person, that's still us killing the civilians of another country
Yep.
with like actually military boats and missiles and you know
Right.
planes and all that, which is crazy. You know?
Yeah, we have like the capability of the American military attacking, if it's not drug cartels, just people on their boats in the middle of the ocean. You know what I mean? Doing God knows what, who knows what they're doing. But if they aren't actual, cartel members or anything like that, which we still have no proof of, zero evidence that any of these drug or boats were drug traffickers or whatever. Especially because they keep claiming it's all fentanyl. They're stopping fentanyl when most of that comes from China. So I don't know. This is unprecedented for you know, especially the times after the Afghanistan war.
Yeah. I mean, we were authorized in the Afghanistan war through Congress to go
Right.
after, terrorists. And
Weapons of
there was a
mass
broad there
destruction,
was a
things like
broad
that.
definition which made, the bombing of a bunch of people who could have been civilians technically legal. But this is just one guy without approval from Congress going, "Hey, kill everybody."
Right. Yeah,
Like,
and it's like you said, these are the people we would detain. Like you're not supposed to kill unarmed combatants. You're supposed to take them hostage. Like even in war, like on the ground, if you are killing the enemy and the people decide to stand down, throw down their weapons, you don't just give an order to execute everyone. Like that's fucking inhumane. Like there's literally
yeah.
rules of engagement for a reason.
Yep.
I don't understand. Like there's so many things that are wrong with this. And we're only really hearing all of this because Pete Hegseth decided to say
He's
that
tweeting himself, you know?
right, and then decided to call out the Democrats for all the illegal or calling out the illegal what's it called? The illegal orders. Saying that
Yeah.
you can refuse legal orders if you're you know,
Because
part of
the
the
Nuremberg
military.
trials told us that now if you are sitting there and there's like a bunch of unarmed people who have given up and your officer goes, shoot them. You used to be able to go like, well, he's the one who told me to do it.
Yep.
But that doesn't fly post World War II.
Yep, that's not
Like
a
uh, you're
defensible
gonna get caught
position.
too. You don't get to go. Well, who ordered you to order that? Who ordered you to order that? Who
Right,
ordered you to order that? And then eventually just get like 5 generals killed when
right.
35,000 people were just killing and murdering everybody in a city or something.
Yeah,
It's just
and this is the one time that there are some, Republican senators and House people talking about, if this actually happened, it's illegal. Like people are like, "Nah, this is not what we're supposed to be doing." So
Yeah,
this
this
is,
is because we got a freaking Fox News,
yeah, I forget
what's
about
it called?
that.
A weekend news anchor
Yeah,
is running the largest military in the freaking world,
I forget
and
about that so many
almost
times.
immediately he leaked war plans
Yep,
to a bunch of people, and it was like, well, it didn't say anything specific, and then he's like, here's the text, it lists the exact time, the trajectory, the ordnance used,
yep.
all that fucking
And
shit.
then
And it's
they
like,
found a
I don't know how
scapegoat.
that wasn't, I can't believe that that wasn't the end of Hegseth
Well,
right
they
there, because
found
he
a
did it
scapegoat. They found someone, I
twice.
can't remember who it was, but they found a scapegoat and just fucking got that guy to resign. So it's like he's so far up Trump's ass that it's like dude's infallible. Like this motherfucker is probably going to be able to commit war crimes and get away with it.
He's so far up Trump's ass, the only thing left to touch is his feet.
That's so fucking funny. I don't know, bro. Like this is so crazy. I never imagined after living through 9/11, the fucking house or 2007 recession, 2008 recession, and then fucking COVID and all this shit
COVID.
that we'd deal with this all over again. Like I genuinely thought we would be done with this after 2020, after he was kicked the fuck out. But here we are.
I mean, it's what's happening right now is possibly a slow destruction of our country by social media, actually, which
Yeah.
allowed dumb people to
Yeah.
get into these very good positions of power. And now you got people who can't even sit at the UN without drinking whiskey and give a speech or running the biggest military in the world. You got people who were in, because I will say this, Trump's first term, he packed his cabinet with the correct people. And
Right.
the correct people, a lot of them said, Trump, you're being dumb. We can't nuke a hurricane. Trump, you're being dumb. We're not going to cart a
He had
lot
a
of
lot more, yeah,
alligators
this first
into a
time
moat,
around. His
pushback.
common sense Republicans in his party. So he had people that were willing to stand up to him and say, "Hey, we respect you as the president, but you can't fucking do that." And
Yeah.
he finally got to this point with his ego where you can't just fucking say I respect you as the president, but it has to be I respect you as the president and I'm going to let you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how it's gotten to this point so
He just
fast.
says he's surrounded by a lot of loyalist yes men. And
Right.
that's the big problem. Like I would take like so many people are like, "Oh my god, if you're anti-Trump, you're anti-America or you're anti-Republican." And it's like, "No, you don't have to be, you don't, those aren't mutually like exclusive, or those aren't connected."
Right. Those
I
aren't
like
right.
some Republican presidents and some Republican players, but Trump is kind of not a freaking Republican. He's
Yeah.
just a guy trying to make money, and he's just doing everything he can to help wealth inequality in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
you
literally
know?
turning it against the working class when his whole campaign was intent on advocating for the working class.
Like you see all these farmers losing their livelihoods. You see all these now he's stripped protections from coal miners when he's
No
trying to do drill
way.
baby drill. Yeah. And it's all these, everything that he's doing only helps the company, not the worker.
Right.
Like the only thing that is possibly going to help the worker is when he throws out that $2,000 at them right before the midterms next year to be like, "See, I got your back. You got money in hand. That's better than anything." And it's just like you got rid of like the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, which saved like Americans like
Yeah.
30-40 billion dollars a year
Well, and
off
if they
of
don't have a
getting
plan
screwed over by
for
large
if they don't have a
corporations.
plan for the healthcare come December or come next month, we're all fucked.
Yeah, it's just going to be. And now they're trying to be like, well, if you're able-bodied and you're on Medicare, you're now going to have to go work the fields. There's
Yep.
no ifs, ands, or buts. If you don't have a job, you're going to have to go work the fields. And
Yeah,
then
you have to go get
you're
job
sitting here,
sponsored insurance basically.
you're sitting here like everybody's like, "Oh my god, we hate communism." And then the state goes, you must go pick berries." And people are like, "I love that."
Yep.
Like, it's just like, "You must go pick the fruits."
Well, it's
And it's
like
just like,
fucking Intel giving partial ownership to the United States. It's like that's that's dipping the
he's
toe into
in like
socialism.
he's in like 10 companies now that the
Right.
state has stake in now.
Yeah.
And
Like
I can see that as a decent revenue source, but that is like exactly that fucking shit, that everybody says they're against
right,
until
that's what y'all are scared
the
of.
right person says to it.
Right.
It's not about whether you're against it or not. It's about who's saying it. And that's the biggest problem with our political sphere right now is that you can have the greatest idea said by your enemy and you're like it's made it and also it's not even your political opponent, it's now becoming your enemy
Right.
you know
Yeah, that's true. It's crazy how social media has really like just empowered people to, like you said, to just completely derail people's actual thought process and just like divide people based on like, oh, this guy wants to cancel you because of your words, so you should be a Republican because Republicans are for free speech. Meanwhile, we're taking away your books and things that are
trying to
actual.
get comedians taken off air,
Right.
literally deporting people for protesting,
Right.
literally trying to deport people for protesting. And it's just like there's a huge difference between your actions have consequences and the government is actually levying against you because you are using your rights.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it
just
just doesn't make any sense.
yeah, we're just in some dumb fucking times. We're the dumbest fucking timeline.
Yeah, like we're in the I always say this and I know a lot of my friends don't watch a lot of movies like I do, but I always go to the Back to the Future 2 reference of this is the timeline where Biff Tannen got the almanac, but instead it's Donald Trump. Somehow someone gave him the fucking keys to the fucking castle and he just figured out how to do it. Someone
Yeah.
fucking Doc Brown parked the DeLorean outside of Trump Tower one time and fucking ruined us all. It's just
It is
it's
what it
crazy,
is,
bro. Like we're
man.
really in a world where like eventually we might have to be, mindful about what we say on this podcast. But until that day, I'm gonna be saying my shit, talking my shit, telling motherfuckers to suck
Yeah.
my dick. Like this is America.
Free
This is
speech.
free speech. Like I'm not here to fucking sit here and say slurs like everybody wants, but I think we should be able to criticize the president without, the threat of deportation if you're, an immigrant and things of that nature. Like the whole point of free speech was to be able to say like, "Hey, motherfucker, I don't agree with what you're saying and I'm going to vote you out."
Yeah.
And being able to tell that motherfucker to his face so he would either change or be aware that he's going to lose his fucking power. Like the
It
people
is
hold the
what it
power.
is.
We need to stop this whole Republican Democrat shit. We all hold opinions that the other person think are stupid. Me and Stark hold opinions that the other person think are stupid. But at the end of the day, it's us against them, you know? We're not all billionaires, bro. There's only fucking like 4,000 billionaires in the world. It's literally
Yeah.
us against them. So don't fucking let them take this shit from us, bro. Like, this is fucking
Divide
crazy.
people more.
Right. They're trying to make the world to where it's just them here. Or like Elon Musk wants to go to Mars and probably just take all his homies with them, fucking burn the world down. But on that note, that's going to close out episode 6. Like I said, that
Very depressing.
that was a very downtrodden topic just because, like, man, war crimes, like, we're in this fucking era of the fucking Trump admin. But with all that being said, hit that follow or subscribe button, like, comment, all those things. Hit that notification bell to find out when we drop videos because, you know, we're getting more consistent with our schedule, but life happens. So,
Yeah.
with all that said, enjoy your evening, enjoy your
Mm-hmm.
morning whenever you're watching this. But this is Stark and Smoke signing the
Signing
fuck
out.
out.
Woo!
Peace.